good guys? Wednesday's here. Storm representing, out and about. Another morning tab, getting it done. Trying to answer a couple of questions guys sent me yesterday. So some guys asked me, what different kit and equipment should I carry when I'm on a tab? Basically everything you carry on that tab should be useful bits of kit and equipment, especially if you're going up on the hills. If you're going up on the hills, you need to really think about how to be able to sustain yourself out on those hills if the weather comes in. You do not want to be on the hills without being able to look after yourself, because you could be in a fucking world of hurt. So, simple things to think about. Waterproofs is a must, tops and bottoms. Good sleeping bag, bivvy bag, something to be able to cook with. So many different types of cookers out there. Ideally just something nice and compact and small. Some kind of food, water, emergency kit, torch, batteries, signalling equipment. Make sure you've got some kind of comms on you. Obviously make sure you tell someone where you're going, how long you're going to be out there for, what you're doing. Even if you're just going out on a tab in the mornings around town, just in case you pile in and go over on your ankle or have an accident, police people need to know where you are. But especially if you're going up on the hills around Brecon, Scotland, Dartmoor, weather comes in and you're in the clag, you're in shit state, then people need to know where you are and what you're doing. So you need to let people know where you're going. Simple bits of kits and equipment that you should have with you. Make sure you've got cup. You obviously have a cup, you need to have a brew when you're out on there. But make sure you got your map, which is waterproofed, decent lead bag, compass, spare compass, all the kind of small little bits of basic kit and equipment that you need to survive on the hills. Spare dry kit, just in case you pile in, so keep yourself nice and warm. Warmers kit, it's a bit of a marine thing saying warmers, but yeah, warm kit. Decent top, nice like down jacket, bivvy bag, I've already said that. Sleeping bag, I've already said that. Bovvy bag, brilliant bit of a kit of equipment. If you get stuck up on the hills, got a bovvy bag, you get in a difficult situation, you can pull that out instead of pulling out a tent, get that wrapped around you. Again, the bivvy bag kind of acts in a similar way. Trying to think what else. Christ. Food. Food. Oh Christ. Food and water, jelly babies, decent little snacks you can eat on whilst you're out on the road. You want to make sure you can keep getting the nibbles coming into you. Make sure you've got the fluids going into you. Try and stay away from electrolytes. Electrolytes can just cause fucking serious dramas. Yes, maybe use one at the end of a tab. If you're seriously dehydrated, then yeah, get some electrolytes into you then if you need them, but only if you need them, and only use a small amount. Don't fucking go crazy on them. Many years ago, I totally fucked up on them. Took way too much, so I thought I was going to pile in. Took them when I shouldn't have took them, and I basically caused loads of fucking dramas for myself, and then he fucking died from it. So I learnt the hard way. So learn from my experience. Don't do that. Only use them if you need to. So stay away from electrolytes unless you really need them. Good fluids, water with some salt in it, a little bit of sugar in it, and then necking and jelly babies is just enough and is perfect for when you're out on the ground and you're tabbing it along. You want to be able to just keep on sustaining what you've got going into you and keep yourself, basically keep the energy high. Keep the fluids nice and high, then it actually gives you, more energy. You're decently hydrated, you don't get cramps, and if you want to add in a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar, it just gives you that extra little bit of edge, and then again, keeps your energy up, stops cramps setting in. It's a bit of a machine. If you're going out on a massive tab the night before, get the fluids into you. Pre-drinking, all the way up to bed. Make sure that in the night time you're waking up and you can go to the pee, and you're nice and hydrated. Making sure your pee is nice and clear, kind of a light straw colour. If it's smelling of sugar puffs, anything crazy like that, you're massively fucking dehydrated. You need to sort that out. You want to be drinking during the night, basically just always getting the fluids into you. And when you're out on the hills, tapping around home, tapping on Brecon, Scotland, Dartmoor, wherever it is, just keep the fluids going. Keep sucking away. hydrated. There's lots of different burgers out there you can use, long backs, short backs. Lads going on selection, yeah, you can add loads of different pouches. Long backs are good on selection, especially when you've got a belt around your hips. You can add pouches onto the belt, keep water on your pouch, keep some food on your pouches, on your hips, and you can just get that nice and quickly. Making sure you're staying on top of your admin and switching around water bottles, refilling all the time, making sure you've got food all the time, staying on top of the equipment that DS tell you to carry. Don't be a fucking jack cunt and fucking carry stuff you're not meant to be carrying, or fucking ditching stuff. Integrity is a big thing, gentlemen. Make sure you stay on top of your integrity at all times. Be a blacking cunt and you will get fucking found out and fucked off at the hardest point. So think about that. Fucking hell, thinking on my feet here. Shoes, boots, make sure you've got good support. If you're doing loads of crazy training, make sure you've got good inner soles. Make sure they're up to the job. Good ankle support. For example, many years ago, when I was in selection a long time ago, I used two to three pairs really good boots, nice and lightweight, good ankle support, dried out mega quick. The only problem I found with Gore-Tex boots, on selection anyway, was that they were taking too long to dry out. So I was trying to opt for stuff which wasn't Gore-Tex, just so it would dry out mega quick. Obviously a lot of things have probably changed these days, so maybe there are some quick drying Gore-Tex boots out there, but hey, I'm not a boot manufacturer, so I don't know. But these are just things to think about. Comes down to trial and error, and you finding what works best for you. There's so many different makes out there, guys. So, oh, what boot should I get? Should I get this? Should I get that? And I'm like, well, it actually just comes down to you and your preference and what works best for you. So, have a look at that. Stop trying to get one over. Get over, go. Come on, go. She's got a bit of an injury, so I'm trying not to beast her as much because she's not her sprightly self. I'm not wanting to run upstairs, so I'm trying to just tap out quickly, not take massive long runs, because yeah, got to make sure the Queen Storm's still alive, still fit and strong, rather than getting trashed because Pops is a fucking lunatic. What else? Can't remember. Try not just to, if you're packing your Bergen, you pack, like I said yesterday, you know, yes, do like heavier tabs where you are getting used to carrying that weight, but don't do it all the time, because it can just cause you problems. So think about that. Think about using lighter weight, good long boots, and really getting used to that endurance. If you're packing your kit, think about how you're actually packing your kit and how you're actually having it sat in your Bergen, and how it's like fitting around your body. You want it as nice and compact as possible, always trying to keep as much weight up towards your shoulders, and I like to keep it nice and compact towards my back, so it makes it very compact and good centre of gravity, so it's nice and tight to the top of my back. Using the hip straps to give a bit of support and making it all work together. Obviously completely different if you are out on operations. You know, if you're using belt kit, good power belt kit, then yeah, use a short back, and then everything will sit on top of your belt kit and it all helps itself. But not using belt kit because you're running around like a lunatic, then yeah, use long back. As I said, weight towards the top, make sure water is accessible. If you're using side pouches, think about how you are tactically loading your kit. Make sure anything that you want to get at nice and easily are in the pouches that you can get to quickly, rather than going, oh, I know, I'll stick this at the bottom of my Bergen, and then when I can get to it, I'll find it really, really fucking hard. So no, think about it. It's not difficult, it's not rocket science, it's just what you need out first, the most important, pretty easily accessible. So that's pretty common dog, really. It's not fucking rocket science. So yeah, think about that. I've always been really good at packing Bergens and packs. Just make it nice and condensed Don't have it loose, have it nice and condensed, nice and tight, nice and snug, and then it's just easy to wear. Keep the weight up on your shoulders, tight to your back, good centre of gravity, make sure it fits well. So many different packs out there, they don't always work right for everybody. So again, it's finding a pack that works best for you. Like this pack, I'm going to change this out and use another one. Shoulders are different size, bodies grow, so it's not fitting the same way. Yeah, what else? Packs, taping up. Obviously, yeah, think about, if you're using a pack which is causing rubbing and stuff like that, then yeah, think about padding out the straps. Many years ago, and lads are still doing it, going to JJ's in Brecon, having extra padding fitted to the shoulder straps, or even buying packs with extra padding on the shoulder straps. And the same, looking at your waistband and everything else. And then also using good old sniper's tape, like zinc oxide, and taping up all the areas that are rubbing. All the rubbing points, where they are. Everyone's slightly different, everybody's got a different body shape, but as long as you are thinking, right, I know where this is rubbing, on my boots this is rubbing here, on my back this is rubbing here, okay, take that up and tape it up religiously every day, so you know exactly how it works, and you're basically protecting yourself. One, it will stop from blisters, and then two, if you're strapping up your ankles correctly, as it did for me, it will save you from possibly busting your ankle. So look up stirrup strapping, and also look up figure of 8 strapping, but with this strapping, using zinc oxide tape or kinetics tape or anything along those lines, as long as it's like nice thick strong tape, not fucking black nasty or fuck your feet up, but yeah, it's like material tape, book binding tape, sniper's tape, it's all very similar stuff, zinc oxide basically. You have to take this off daily. You have to take it off, put it on first thing in the morning, prep yourself, all about prep, all about admin, and that's the same going through all the way through depot, all the way through selection, whatever you're doing, prepping for the speed marches, get that admin right, and you'll just do yourself a favour and just stop any injuries. So, because this is just the ass, and it just no stress, and then you slow down, it all just adds up, and it mentally fucks you over, physically fucks you over, and then you just put stress on yourself. So, admin yourself properly, and then you just stop these dramas.